And at our company, at Apsona, we specialize in enhancing Salesforce usability, giving all of the users in your org the ability to see their data, understand their data, report on their data, and use their data to make decisions every day. Our tools are designed to make complex data handling accessible for all users. Sometimes I like to think about it as data literacy. We try to bring data literacy to your organization at a user level.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Grow IT podcast. One of your hosts here, Trey King. And today we are very excited to have our guests, Justin and Aaliyah from Apsona. And we'll be diving into their story a little bit today, as well as what it is, what their company does, and some engaging insights, as always, into the technology industry. So make sure to stick around for this one. But without further ado, Justin, Aaliyah, welcome.
Thanks.
Thanks. Great to have you. Great to be here.
Excellent. Aaliyah, I think already I made this mistake of pronouncing your name wrong. I do apologize, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to set the record straight soon.
My name is pronounced Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, oh, lovely. Yeah. Thanks. Well, I think on that note, if you guys don't mind to please just quickly introduce yourselves, and then as well as, just tell a bit of a background, a quick snippet or two of your story, please.
Aaliyah, why don't you go first?
Sure. So I'm Aaliyah Walker, the lead generation and communication specialist here at Apsona. I've been with Apsona for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I'm kind of losing track. My position on the team is really to lead the marketing department, to drive leads into the door, create engaging content, and nurture our existing customers.
Excellent. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, my name is Justin Bars. I have the privilege of serving as president. I've been deeply involved in the tech industry, focusing on CRM solutions and data management needs for clients across the Salesforce space for the last 13 years. And at our company, at Apsona, we specialize in enhancing Salesforce usability, giving all of the users in your org the ability to see their data, understand their data, report on their data, and use their data to make decisions every day. Our tools are designed to make complex data handling accessible for all users. Sometimes I like to think about it as data literacy. We try to bring data literacy to your organization at a user level. We have a great time doing it.
Oh, excellent. Tell me, Justin, if you don't mind, just to elaborate a bit on, how did you get into this business sector? What was it that sparked your interest that made you so passionate about what you guys are doing?
Yeah, my passion story was probably when I first opened the Salesforce setup tab as a Salesforce org. If you're a Salesforce admin out there, you'll know what this is. And you sort of opened up the back end of Salesforce and realized you can build anything you want. You could build custom objects. And then I was at a small social impact organization at the time, and I realized anything that I could think of, I could measure. So if I could think of a CSAT score for an experience, if I could think of a GPA analysis, if I could think of a way to measure this key piece of information for my organization, I could create it with Salesforce. I can then doctor it, use it through mobile, create reports on it. And I realized anything was at my fingertips when I needed to use data to the advantage of our organization. We were a fundraising org at that time. But I just found that's fascinating. I'm not a technologist by trade, a psychology major from school, but it was really powerful to realize data means something, and it helps you sort of use information to make decisions and lead your team and lead your company.
Tell me, based on you guys' expertise, right? What would you say is, the current market trends, obviously in your space, the current market trends that you guys are aware of? What if you guys have picked up, what have you been noticing?
Yeah, from my perspective, AI and Agentforce for Salesforce is all across the map. Every Agentforce World Tour that you go to has multiple scenarios where Salesforce staff, partners, and folks like Apsona are showing you ways to use agents to augment your experience as a human. I think that is the letter of the law. Everybody is adapting to that in the tech space. That's the greatest trend that I think we all see and are aware of. But the driver is how to actually bring that down to a level of usability in a user's experience. That is the critical question that most partners are trying to answer. And it's a little bit of a up in the air mix. You're not really quite sure if the app that you're selling or the app that you heard about from your friend actually delivers value on a daily basis.
Got it. Got it. To latch on that, what would you say is the current market sentiment like?
I think I would mark it as curious but cautious. There are a fair amount of
Yeah.
early adopters, folks like myself that live and breathe tech and are in the tech space, and they just realize this is a scenario where AI is a word, very short word, but it actually doesn't always work, and it doesn't always achieve value for stakeholders and decision makers.
Yep.
Many of us use AIs in our day-to-day lives for different outcomes, but whether that AI actually makes your life easier or if it's a fascinating gadget that you play with on your weekends, those two sort of segments of the population, I think that's where you're trying to figure out if it's something that's going to create value. It's an open question. I see Agentforce exploding in the Salesforce space, so I see that value is going to come sort of by hook or by crook. People will be using Agentforce, and partners and the Salesforce teams will make that effective for a lot of organizations in the CRM space. But broadly, it's sort of an open question. It's up to each technology institution or organization about how they particularly use an agent or an AI to make themselves more effective. The last education forum I was at, they spoke a little bit about running this internally at a local institution, and they talked about seeing no direct sort of cash value savings, but they saw an uptick between 30 and 40% of individual sort of time savings at an employee level. So soft cost, not hard cost, but fascinating
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
that they approached it for a multi-month engagement. I think that was with Microsoft AI product.
Got it. Got it. Aaliyah, tell me just on your end, what was it like initially that sparked you to get into, the space that you're currently in and what you're doing for Apsona?
Yeah, sure. So I kind of started out not in the ecosystem at all. I started my virtual assistant business where I was doing like social media marketing. I'll throw Justin under a bus a little bit. Justin actually introduced me to Salesforce, got me
Yeah.
hooked on it, started teaching me about the platform. And then I kind of took that, started learning like, oh, this is really cool. You can build things. You're able to use it for your business. I had no idea that Salesforce even existed. So when I found out that unique marketing and Salesforce, those are now two of my favorite things.
Yeah.
So after getting introduced to it, starting to go to user groups, studying on Trailhead, I kind of just jumped in with both feet and started working with Apsona. And here I am, a year and a half later, leading the charge.
That's quite a colorful background you've got on that side. It's quite profound. Guys, I think maybe this is a good time if you guys don't mind. You guys have touched it on it already, but just to explain to the listeners, just a bit more in depth and just elaborate a bit more on, what it is that your company does.
Yeah, I'm happy to take a stab at that, and Aaliyah, happy to take you another pitch. Essentially, Apsona sits in a space of creating value for Salesforce users. Salesforce out of the box is a CRM tool that is meant to be it is the world's leading CRM, but it is meant to make users more effective in their day-to-day work. Apsona takes that and creates grids and tables of data, creates reporting structures, and creates document outputs that allow you to use decision-making anywhere and everywhere as needed. So if you're a Salesforce user, you're frustrated with that Salesforce report, Apsona has an answer for you. If you're a user trying to build an invoice or a document merge or an outcome, a certificate maybe for a student, Apsona's got an answer for you. We take data and we make it actionable and effective so that you can use that data to further your needs as an organization. The neat thing about Apsona is it's a critical app in the Salesforce space. I don't know if you've heard this term. There's an app exchange in Salesforce. 40,000 apps across the space, a huge marketplace of app vendors. Apsona is the only one that does data and reporting and document generation. So we sit in this unique space that no other product can sit, trying to make sure that we give the ability for an organization to create the most value out of their data, their information, through our tools. Aaliyah, what would you say? What's Apsona from your perspective?
Yeah, I would say just to piggyback off of what Justin was saying, Apsona enhances your Salesforce productivity. Just to put it short, Apsona makes data management a breeze. I like to think of it as like a holistic approach to your Salesforce operations. Like Justin said, Apsona helps your data management, reporting, and document generation. And it's the only app that does that currently on the Salesforce platform. So it's unique in that way.
In that way. Aaliyah, you've mentioned now, actually, I'm glad you said those things because now I get to understand, the value of the business, right? I'm starting to get closer to that. But if you guys don't mind, maybe from your end, what would you like list to say, what is the most significant value out of, everything that's out there and what you guys offer to the market, what's the most significant value? What's, what you guys bring to the table of what you guys do?
I'll just say quickly, time savings and cost reductions. I see that a lot across our customer success stories, always saving hours of time for their team, and enhancing their Salesforce operations, like streamlining their document merge process. They may have been used to using a different tool that took them like SQL queries and coding, and instead you just have Apsona where you can just like click, make a click and generate a button or generate a document. So
yeah, that's great. The Justin, maybe something from your end?
Yeah, empowering businesses to leverage and fully leverage their CRM investment. And we just realized that Salesforce is a major player, and every organization out there that means business and sales, service delivery, and a number of other options, experience cloud sites, Salesforce is the way forward. But actually leveraging that investment at a user level and at an admin team level is oftentimes hard and difficult. Apsona helps you leverage those investments through our tool base.
Excellent. Justin, would you kindly explain to us, or maybe just elaborate on, like what's next for Apsona? Where you guys heading to? What growth plans and things are you guys looking at for the near future?
Yeah. So Q1 is right around the corner. We're preparing quickly for a new announcement initiative that's going live January 1st. So with that,
Oh,
we're
wow.
excited to bring a series of essentially investments or product updates so that our customers can make full use of our applications. Apsona has essentially been a broad technical platform that's helped you do lots and lots of things in the space. We're moving that into a series of packages that allow you, whether you're using a higher ed, an organization in a university, a nonprofit, using a specific Salesforce cloud. So delivering key functionality through demos, packages, and outcomes. We found that one of the best ways to leverage the investment of Apsona and your CRM is come with templates and tutorials and templates that are effective. Salesforce is a broad-based tool, but oftentimes starting from scratch is really difficult. So preloading those templates and giving our customers a way forward is our next big thing. We just realized a lot of the internal knowledge that we've developed as Apsona experts over the years, we're looking to bring that out to our customers and our partners.
That's quite a lot to get done before Q1, right? You guys are busy.
Yeah, we got a lot going on.
I would think so. I know, just for example, on our end as well, we've just added like a new vertical to what we do as well. And let me tell you guys, to get all those things ready for next year, and everybody's got Christmas on the brain, and some holidays coming up, so it makes for interesting conversation, right? The Aaliyah, tell me, in your opinion, if we can maybe just have a look at just take a step back, and just your opinion on, what type of mindset would you say is needed to be a, like, successful in the position that you are? And then afterwards, Justin, if you don't mind, just to add your side as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. So what type of mindset? I would say being a team player, for sure. Especially if you're on a small team like we are at Apsona, strong, small but mighty. So being a team player, being willing to collaborate, get critical feedback. Just like the back and forth is really helpful for me. I'm always getting feedback on my work. I would also say creativity, never like being like stale or not getting new ideas. It's all about new ideas and trying to capture people's attention, because attention spans are getting shorter. So we need to be pushing out content that catches people's attention, the right audience.
Yeah.
And I would say just a driven and growth mindset as well, because Apsona, our goal is to continue to grow and expand.
Got it. Justin?
Yeah, I found from day one when I joined Apsona, I was actually a partner that used Apsona the prior 9 years before I joined Apsona. I just found it to be a delight to just solve customers' problems together. So to empower and to leverage the Salesforce CRM investment with our customers, I found that across our team, and then consistently am surprised by it. So the way that Aaliyah leads webinars, the way our customer support manager leads our office hours calls, the way that our engineering team jumps into new feature requests and scenarios, like, hey, how can we tweak our product to give better access, better visibility, better awareness on terms of this key need that the product has. Just delivering value to our customers, I find, is a bit of a joyride. It's just always exciting to say, how can we make this customer more effective with our platform and then more effective in their day-to-day role, leveraging their business acumen, their ability. I find that really fun and exciting. It's a constant across our team. Just customer success is what we live by.
Well, guys, I can fully understand why you guys are so successful. I mean, with that value points and the way that you guys see things from a mindset, perspective as well. It sounds like you guys got a good team over there, right?
Yeah, we got a great team. We are hiring, looking for adding some more headcount around sales and bringing Apsona out to the masses. So if you're interested, please hit us up with an email. But we are excited and just excited to be in the space. Salesforce is a very generative space. There's a great community here. I think technology in general is a very wild ecosystem. But the Salesforce space is broad and the water is great, and it's just a great place to work in. So we're really grateful to be here.
Tell me, where can the listeners, where can they, Aaliyah, how can the listeners get hold of you guys?
To get in contact with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would suggest going to our amazing website that was built about a year ago. We rebranded a little bit, Apsona.com. We have a contact us page. We also have weekly demos where you can come get on screen with us while we show you some of the amazing features that Apsona has to offer. And we also have customer success webinars. So multiple ways to get in contact with us. And we are also available on LinkedIn and Twitter.
Excellent. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on today. This has been very insightful, and there's a couple of good value points that I heard that you guys do, and as well as some good thoughts. And I'm sure there's a couple of people that took some notes out of this one. So thanks for coming on. We appreciate that.
Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Take care. Bye now.